Hey everybody, it's Molly with All Ears here at Hollywood Studios today with a brand new video. Now this is one requested by a lot of you. You wanted to know, with the change to the Rise of the Resistance boarding group procedures, what's Hollywood Studios like? Is it better? Is it worse? Did it change rope drop? Or the line shorter? What's going on? So I'm here today to explore all of that. I'm going to clock some wait times, check out that new Rise of the Resistance boarding group, help you plan your day when you come here and figure out, is Hollywood Studios better or worse after this change? I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Let's get to it. Hello. I was able to get a Rise of the Resistance boarding group number 30. So you get a boarding group the same way. It's in the My Disney Experience app. On the home screen, you'll see a Rise of the Resistance blog. Go in there, and what happened for me was it pulled up a notification sheet, and then when you clicked next, it pulled up the thing, and the next screen where it says next time loading, currently not enrolling, that's actually where the join button's going to show up. So you need to be on that screen at 7 o'clock, but you've got to get into that screen at 7 o'clock. It's not just going to populate. So I kind of toggled back and forth. Oh, and there's Ella. Welcome to my home. I kind of toggled back and forth between the alert screen and that screen. And then right at 7 o'clock click into there so you can get into that join. Click join. It will automatically select any of your friends and family who also have a Disney's Hollywood Studios Park Pass for that day. And then you will click next. Don't worry about taking anybody out. If somebody doesn't want to ride or something like that, don't waste time. Just click next, and then hopefully it'll show that you are in a boarding group on the next screen. A tip I did hear from a guest relations manager at Hollywood Studios is that if you have multiple people in your hotel room, in your home, everybody's going to go together and you guys are all linked up, to only have one of you try. Otherwise, you're all canceling each other out trying to get them. I typically only go alone, so I don't have much personal experience with that, but I know that's a question a lot of you had, and that's what a guest relations manager told me. You can still try at 2 p.m. inside the park if you are not able to get one at 7 a.m. And if you want to do rider swap, everybody still needs one, so don't uncheck anybody. Just keep moving forward with that section. Another one of my best Rise of the Resistance boarding group tips: screenshot. If you have any issues, screenshot. Once you get your boarding group, screenshot the proof that you got it. If there are any issues, that way you've got the proof and you can show that to guest relations when you get in the park. Not guaranteeing they can do anything, but it's definitely one of my must-dos is always to screenshot everything. So now I've got like 3 hours till I need to be at Hollywood Studios. So I'm just gonna take a little nap. 10:05 a.m. Pulling up, nice and easy breezy, way shorter than when you're pulling up to get in for a boarding group. And it's Friday, for the record, for people that want to know what day of the week it is. Usually the weekends, including Fridays, are the busiest here, so let's see what the day holds. They've always had this very well organized and moving quickly, but the line usually extends pretty far back, even though it's constantly moving. But today we are hashtag moving and grooving right up to temp check. I'm seeing a few queues here at the ticket booths, people having issues with their tickets or buying new tickets, but you can duck right in between them and get yourself into the park. I feel like we should throw a flashback up right now of trying to get into the park back when Rise of the Resistance first opened, and they opened the park at like, I don't know, 7 a.m. Thank you so much. Great. Thank you. They opened the park at like 7 a.m. and it would be like pitch black, line all the way out to security, trying to get everybody in. Good times. But wow, walking into the park right now, a much different look than if we flash back even a couple weeks ago when I filmed the Are Wait Times Accurate in Hollywood Studios video. It was much busier walking down this street. In the wait times video, we can link that for you. I started with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is not what I recommend starting with. But today, I'm gonna actually show you guys what I think you should do when you come to Hollywood Studios. Let's see if my plan and my itinerary is spot on. So I'm going down Sunset first. Just looked at the wait times. The longest wait time, Slinky Dog, is 75. Mickey and Minnie's has a 65-minute wait. Tower has 35 and Coaster has 45. So I'm gonna go and try and knock out Tower and Coaster pretty quick. I kind of have a feeling they maybe won't be that long, but I'll clock them and let you know. One thing they have done to improve Hollywood Studios is they used to just have 2 really long lines going all the way down Sunset Boulevard, one for Tower, one for Coaster. And now they have it a little more organized. They've got the Coaster line, when it gets long enough, backing up into Fantasmic. And then the Tower line, you'll see it's actually weaving back behind the Tower of Terror. So they've definitely cleared up Sunset and helped some of that chaos. All right, looks like the end of the line. Let's go find it. On an adventure we are. These cast members have this done down to a science. They're letting people cross over. They're holding us. It's a whole thing. But they know what they're doing. Just listen to them, please. All right, they have a sign. Posted wait time is 40. We'll see if that's true or not. All right, it appears I have found the end of the line. So close, yet so far away to Fantasmic. It's one of my favorite things in all of Disney. It's my favorite nighttime spectacular. One day we'll see Fantasmic again, and I'm going to cry. It has been 12 minutes, and I'm already into the main part of the queue. So we are moving and grooving, because once you get through the cross sections that they're doing, you move quite a bit, and now we're just gonna move and groove our way into the elevator. Time check, I just made it into the Hollywood Tower Hotel lobby. 23 minutes. If you haven't watched it, we'll link it for you. I have a video exploring this attraction and showing all of the Easter eggs and hidden details from the television show, as well as some fun facts about the attraction, because there's so much in here. And if you're lucky enough to get stopped like I am in here, you can enjoy all of it. Like, for example, over here on this table, there's 2 champagne flutes right there, 2 champagne glasses. That was a couple that was enjoying getting engaged on the night the tower was struck by lightning. There's still lipstick on the rim. Ooh, spooky. But also you can see their champagne right there. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that they're not running the pre-show right now, so this is just part of the queue. Oh, this is also where a lot more of these Easter eggs are hidden. That trumpet has a little music note with it, and it says, what no Mickey Mouse? This is a party, I believe is the words. It says something about Mickey Mouse. And then up here, that little devil box is from an episode of The Twilight Zone that featured William Shatner, actually.
Gracias.
So rows 5 and 6 will go first. Row 1.
All right, so Tower of Terror ended up taking 30 minutes, not 40 minutes. It's now up to 50 minutes, so that was a great way to start the day. Rock and Roller Coaster's posted at 50. I just looked at the app. I don't really want to wait 50 minutes, and the cast member confirmed it's going to be close to that. But what I do want to do is go see the Frozen show, which has returned. So it's always good to have a plan while you're coming to the parks, but be adaptable. Check the app, check the wait times, and bop around as needed. So we'll come back to Rock and Roller Coaster in a little bit. I hear some jolly music. That can only mean one thing, a cavalcade's coming, but not just any cavalcade. Santa. Aw, Santa. You'll actually be able to see Santa in all 4 parks this holiday season at various cavalcades and Disney Springs. So he's in one of the Christmas cavalcades at Magic Kingdom. He's gonna be at Epcot during the Festival of the Holidays in a cavalcade. He is on a boat at Animal Kingdom. You just saw him here, and he's on a boat at Disney Springs. So Santa is everywhere. Update, I'm not gonna go ride Rock and Roller Coaster or see the Frozen show right now because my Rise of the Resistance boarding group got called. You have 1 hour to return. So they called me at 11:15. I have till 12:15 to return. Now, if you're in the middle of a dining reservation or something, screenshot when you get your call back, talk to the cast members at the front. But I'm gonna go join the Resistance and see my space boyfriend, Poe Dameron. As a reminder, if you're not able to get a boarding group at 7 a.m., you can get one from inside the park and inside the park only at 2 p.m. That is especially pertinent with the announcement that park hopping is coming back in January of 2021. Park hopping is not even going to be allowed to start until 2 p.m. from what they've shared. So you'd have to make this your first park of the day if you want to try and get one at 2 p.m. As a friendly reminder, rider swap and disability access service are available at this attraction, but regardless, you need a boarding group. So even if you plan to do rider swap, every adult and everyone over 40 inches that's going to come back needs that boarding group in the morning or two. Everyone that wants to use DAS needs that boarding group. So even if you're doing a VIP tour, you need a boarding group to get on Rise of the Resistance. There's no way around it.
Secret base on Pokhara. I'll regroup with you there. The Resistance desperately needs your help in our fight against Kylo Ren and the First Order. Remember, it is vital that you keep the location.
Are you spotting anything?
Yeah, I see it. We'll check it out. BB-8, what do you got?
There appear to be a number of small craft heading our way. Raise the shields!
Hello. Just taking a walk.
Going the wrong way.
Oh, I'm that way? That way. My bad. I'm sorry. Bye.
You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We'll meet you on the bridge.
Every time. That attraction it's amazing. This is gonna happen every time I ride it forever, so just buckle up if that's just what's gonna happen. I've been lucky enough to ride it several times, but I don't ride it every time I come here. I don't want to take up a spot from somebody that hasn't gotten to experience it yet, so I really only ride it when I need to show you something in videos like the new boarding group process, which you guys asked for. So wow, that attraction. Wow. Every time when the music starts, it's too much. It's too much for me. Whew. Some big updates on Rise of the Resistance in addition to the boarding group process that I hadn't seen in person yet, that we just experienced all together. They've increased the capacity of the attraction because they now have put plexiglass on those droid transport vehicles once you're actually on the hangar. The party behind me was 5, so they couldn't put them in the car with me, so I did still have my own car, but as you could see, the parties in front of me that were in the interrogation room with me, those were 2 separate parties, and they were put on the same droid transport, which means they're going to be able to get through more boarding groups and get more guests on the attraction. They also have increased the capacity by adding plexiglass into the first room with Rey, as well as the Resistance transport with Lieutenant Beck. They've added plexiglass, and they will direct you based on which color circle you stand on. It used to be numbers, it's now colors, where to go stand. I like that they increase capacity because I want as many people as possible to experience this. The only thing that's kind of a bummer is like where I got stood, where I was stationed, I guess, for the pod with Lieutenant Beck. I couldn't really see him at all, so you may not get as good of a view as if before, where they had less people in there. You could kind of move around a little bit and see everything. But getting to ride with a slightly obstructed view of one animatronic versus not getting to ride,
no questions asked. Strolling through. Look who I see up here. Hi, Chewy. Bye-bye. Just check the wait times. Most things are hovering around the 35 to 50 minute range right now. Slinky Dog and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway being the longest one still. But I just saw that Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run has a 40-minute wait. So since I'm here in Galaxy's Edge, I'm going to go jump in that line and clock it, see if that's a good move. All right, I just got in line for Millennium Falcon. It's right here in front of Kylo Ren and his ship. And it's going to wrap all the way that way. Let's start the clock. As I'm actually entering the standby queue, it's a 45-minute wait now. It was 40 when I got in, but I looked at my stopwatch, hello, and it said 12 minutes so far. So we'll see what this ends up being.
Yeah, do you remember this shit from the movie?
I'm inside, working my way up the catwalk. My timer says 23 minutes, so I'm thinking 40 minutes is going to be pretty close. Don't forget, this is a great time to be playing with that Star Wars data pad on the Play Disney Parks app. I did it in a video about free activities you can do, but it's really cool. You can help Hondo hack into things and talk to Finn while you're in the queue for Rise of the Resistance, so it's a really great way to help pass the wait times. I just made it into the room with Hondo, or I'm one line away from the room with Hondo. It's been about 35 minutes, so keep in mind this is normally when the wait time stops. But like Tower of Terror, there is no actual show in here anymore. He just talks as you walk through. It's been 41 minutes and I'm headed towards my cockpit, so that was a pretty good estimated wait time. Very excited.
Right this way, my friends. Come closer. Come closer.
Okay. Let's go, baby.
Engineers. Automatic repair engaged. Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left. Only one pilot?
Only one pilot, that's me.
Yeah, what a...
You're welcome, Hondo.
Oh, gee. Doing this flying this thing look easy, eh? Yes, yes, keep shooting. We made it. I don't believe it, but we made it. Now, let's get up. Your cut minus one. For damaging the Falcon is, hey, not bad.
20%. That was great. So it ended up being just over 40 minutes to actually get into the cockpit, which is what it was posted as. I presume at Hollywood Studios you're gonna have to wait in at least one line for 40 minutes to an hour between, there's so many heavy hitters here between Smuggler's Run, Slinky Dog Dash, Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. You're going to, oh look, a Rathtar in Carbonite. Cool stuff. I did a video all about the Easter eggs in this land you can check out too. Anyway, there's so many heavy hitters here, you're gonna have to wait for some stuff. I'm just trying to help you avoid waiting over an hour for everything. I've also been checking throughout the day, in addition to the wait times, the walk-up availability section of my Disney experience. So far, nothing's been available, but I just talked to some of the cast members at Oga's Cantina, and they said the afternoon is easier. So I'm also trying to see if that's true. I do have my own dining reservation here in a little bit, but I'm gonna see if it's possible to walk up to Oga's. There is a feature in My Disney Experience where you can click the little plus and then you check dining availability, and it's just like booking a regular dining reservation, except for you click now as opposed to a certain time, and it'll show you if anything has walk-up availability. But for now, I am headed to Toy Story Land because Toy Story Mania has a 20-minute wait, and I'm right here near Toy Story Mania. Well, almost. I'm one land away. And then I'm gonna check on Rock and Roller Coaster again. I'm thinking Slinky Dog and Mickey and Minnie's are gonna be best done later in the evening. But so far, it's a lovely day. Posted weight is 20. It's going back here just a little bit though. So I'm gonna go find the end of the line. It says 30 on the little sign thing that the cast member is holding back here, but it said 20 on the actual marquee outside the attraction, so we'll see what it ends up being.
1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, play the game and score. 7 potato, 8 potato, 9 potato, 10. Try your luck, you hockey puck, play the game again.
So something different just happened that wasn't the case the last time I rode this, and that's that the glasses were a free-for-all in the containers like they were before the closure. Before on 3D attractions, they either had them separated out in the container like in little groups of 2s and 3s, and you just would touch the ones that you want, or they would hand them to you individually. Now they're all cleaned, and
Mr. Potato Head here.
they're all cleaned and only used one time per person before they get sanitized. That's been the rule forever, but I didn't love that it was just like, here's a big bucket of them, go ahead and touch them all. Toy Story Mania had a 20-minute wait when I got in the line. It took 21 minutes, but again, the cast member at the end of the queue had a 30-minute sign, and now it's 35 minutes. So either way, 21 minutes for Toy Story Mania. Really not too shabby at all. All right, the 3 big attractions I have left are Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is actually temporarily closed in the app. Thank you, Buzz. Slinky Dog Dash was a 70-minute wait, and Rock and Roller Coaster is back up to a 50-minute wait. So to me, that sounds like a good time to get a snack. The line isn't too long here at Baseline Tap House. Sometimes it goes all the way down there, but right now it's pretty short. So I'm gonna stop here for a quick snack. Stopped for my little snack. I went with the charcuterie and cheese board. It's one of my favorites ever. It's only $10, which I think is a bonkers good deal. It's got some different cured meats, blue cheese, little goat cheese, mustard, pickles, crostinis, grapes. I think this is like a cheddar. I have no idea. It's delicious. You can ask for extra crostinis. Great snack, very shareable. They also have a fabulous giant pretzel here with beer cheese. And then they have a new beer, and I had to sample it. It's the Golden Road Cerveza. It's a Mexican-style lager. Said it'd be similar to like a Corona, but it's new. It replaced a lager that they had. So perfect snack in my opinion. Yum. Okay, yeah, it definitely has a Corona Dos Equis vibe. It's a little heavier than like a Corona Light, which is what I normally drink of those type beers. And I very much enjoy that. If you're a lighter beer drinker, you'll be a big fan because a lot of the beers in here are like IPAs and something a little heavier. And now I'm gonna just do a little mix and match adventure with this cheese board. A little goat cheese on there, a little mustard. It's so good. Charcuterie is literally my favorite food. So this is one of my favorite spots in any theme park to come. Grab a couple bites, grab a drink, sit, relax, and just enjoy your company and a good nosh. Wrapped up my delicious little treat over at the Baseline Tap House. Check the wait times. Slinky Dog Dash and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway have almost an hour or over an hour, 55 minutes or longer for those. Rock and Roller Coaster, though, is down to 40 minutes. So I'm going to go check that out, because what do you want to do after you have a snack other than go upside down on a roller coaster? Also want to point out that Star Tours has been hovering around a 25 or so minute wait most of the day, so that's a great one to knock out. We may get to that later. But if Star Tours is on your list, that's a really good one. I kind of look at things as like fillers in between your big attractions. So to me, like Star Tours is a filler attraction. Muppet Vision is a filler attraction. To a degree, Toy Story Mania is a filler attraction. Alien Swirling Saucers, filler attraction. So those are usually pretty low, and you can kind of weave those in between your big attractions. When all the big attractions have long waits, you kind of can, not guarantee, but you can assume Muppet Vision, Star Tours, Toy Story Mania, Alien Swirling Saucers, Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. Those are going to have lower weights, so those are good things to do as you can, and then keep an eye on those big weights. All right, I feel pretty good about Rock and Roller Coaster right now. Standby entrance this way. If you remember earlier today, it was all the way back over there and listed at 50 minutes, and now it's listed at 40 minutes, and we're breezing in. So I'm hopeful 40 minutes is an overestimate. Let's start the clock as soon as I get right up here to the end of the line. They've kind of got it weaving out in front. So 40 minutes starts now. About to go into the main part of the queue, and I wanted to point out this sign right here. This is one of the newer rules that Disney has enforced when it comes to safety. In the actual queue, so not all the extended queue that's out in the back, but in the first parts of the actual queue, you're going to see these signs that say no eating or drinking beyond this point. That's because unfortunately people were bringing in like full meals and walking through the queue, eating their full meals and not putting their masks on. So this is why we can't have nice things. And so now that you get into the queues, there's no eating or drinking beyond that point. So keep that in mind. Don't go buy a snack and then expect to be able to eat it in the line, because you're not going to be able to. The cast members are going to ask you to either put it in your bag or throw it away or step off to the side and finish it. Time check, it's been 25 minutes and I just made it inside the building. Look, I am performing with the Walt Disney Symphony Orchestra. I'm the conductor on November 20th. Everyone be here. It's going to be so great. But besides my own performance, I don't know anyone else in here because I am old, apparently. I am in where the pre-show would be. It's been 28 minutes. Again, this is normally where the clock would stop, so I'd be ahead by 12 minutes. We'll see how long it takes to actually get on a car. It's going to be close to that 40-minute post wait time, though. Oh boy, I haven't done this ride in a little bit. I'm so excited. I love this one. So good. So good.
Welcome back. Exit to your right and walk this way.
I adore Rock and Roller Coaster. I don't think it really gets its due. Hello. Hi. I don't really think Rock and Roller Coaster gets its due because there's so many other incredible attractions in this park. You got Tower of Terror right next to it. I mean, obviously Rise of the Resistance now, but I think Rock and Roller Coaster is such a fun thrill ride, and it was only about 32 minutes, posted 40 when I got in there, and it's now up to 60 minutes on this sign right here, 55 minutes in the app. So I don't know if they are doing cleaning right now, but I caught that one at a very good time. Okie dokie. I am actually scooting over towards Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway now because I took a look at the My Disney Experience app. Longest line in the park, still 70 for Slinky Dog, then 55 for Rock and Roller Coaster. But Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is currently posted at a 35-minute wait. Oh my gosh, look who's coming by! What great timing! Hi, Mr. Incredible! Hi, Mrs. Incredible! Hi, Edna! Yeah! Thank you! Woo! Hi, Jesse! Ah, there he is! Caught a little cavalcade action. Okay, it's up to 45 minutes now. That's still pretty low for this attraction, but I think we're gonna do better later than 45. So I'm gonna go do something, one of those filler attractions I was talking about. So 45 minutes really isn't that long for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and it might not even be that long, but I have a dinner reservation in about 45 minutes, and so if it had been 35 minutes, that would have been perfect. But I noticed that Star Tours has dropped to 15 minutes, so I'm going to go and do that one now. All right, 15 minutes. It's not too bad when you consider you're going on a galactic adventure.
We droids are made to suffer such indignities.
As some of you may know, I've literally never been the Rebel Spy. Is today the day? I don't know. Maybe. Also, they had the glasses for you to grab. They were a little more spaced out than the ones at Toy Story Mania, but they were still a grab-it-yourself situation. But they were a little more like spaced into groups of twos. Ooh, the front row is so roomy. No banging into the other armrests for me.
Turn us around this instant before we get into trouble. I knew it!
Stop right there.
Don't shoot! Mission? What mission? Yes, Ratu. I believe this adventure is just beginning.
I was not the rebel spy, but it only took 10 minutes instead of 15. A great, again, filler attraction. I am now gonna head to my dinner reservations at Mama Melrose. I haven't eaten there in a while, and I've never eaten there on camera, so I've had some questions of if it's worth it to eat there, if it's worth it to even do a sit down in the park with the limited hours. So we're gonna go check that out. Still have a couple of attractions I wanna do after dinner. Would love to do Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway and Slinky Dog, and if possible see the Frozen show, plus the nighttime stuff here that they're doing for the holidays. One thing I do enjoy about Star Tours, not my favorite attraction by a long shot, but I do like that it always changes. I do like that I ended up on Batuu because it changes every time you ride it, so I thought that was fun. I personally wouldn't wait more than 20 or so minutes for it on a normal day. All right, I did the mobile check-in for Mama Melrose's, which is a service they're offering right now. Whenever you're within about 20 minutes of your reservation, you can check in through the app in your My Disney Experience and your plans under that reservation, so that way you don't have to go to the hostess stand. So I'm all checked in, and on that you can add allergies, you can add if you're celebrating a birthday, all that kind of stuff. So now I'm just waiting to get called. First courses here, they do a bread service for any of the meals, so you get some of these yummy looking rolls, and then I love an olive oil with some herbs in it, so you get that. And then I also went with the calamari, which she said is one of their most popular appetizers. They have this in a meatball. She said those are the best, but it's calamari and it's served with a garlic aioli and a pickled pickle, if you'll believe that. And then there's some lemon you can squeeze on it too. That lemon was a good choice. Tried that garlic aioli. Okay. I want to put that on everything. Yeah, this is good. This is good calamari. I'm going to try it with the pickled pickles. I didn't even know it was a thing, but she said it was great when you did that, so. You get a little of the pickle, a little of the calamari, a little of the sauce. She was right. That actually is delightful. The pickles add an acidity and almost a sweetness. And you've got the crunchy and salty calamari and then the garlic aioli, plus the fresh lemon. I'm actually much more impressed than I thought I would be. My entree has arrived. I'm so excited for this. It is the shrimp Campanelli pasta. It's sauteed shrimp with Campanelli pasta, which are like the little trumpet-looking ones. And then it's tossed in a 4-cheese sauce with cauliflower, sun-dried tomatoes, and fresh spinach and onions. And she said all the vegetables are marinated in white wine before they're tossed in that cheese sauce. You can substitute chicken if you're not a shrimp person, but it smells amazing. She said this hands down the best thing on the menu. Pasta time. Pasta is something I don't order that much at restaurants just because like I can make pasta at home, but you never make it as good at home as you do when you eat at a restaurant. I remember ordering this years ago coming here because my family used to come here on the dining plan when I was younger and do the Fantasmic dining package, and I used to get it with chicken, but wow, it is so good. It's so creamy. It's like the most grown-up amazing mac and cheese. The shrimp is cooked perfectly, but that pasta, oh my goodness, that cheese sauce was very good and it's so rich, and it's a pretty big portion. I think 2 people could split this, especially if you do an app, or especially if you've got a lot of snacks out there to eat. So I think 2 people could split this with some bread, maybe an app, and then go out and eat snacks for the rest of the day, and I think you'd be very happy. For dessert, I am trying out the Ghirardelli chocolate cherry tort. So it's Ghirardelli chocolate, and then it's infused with cherries, and then you've got some cherry coulis. Coulis not a monkey? Sorry, friend's joke there. As well as some whipped cream and a little extra chocolate on the top. She said this and the cannoli were the most popular, but I thought this would be a little more unique. It's basically like chocolate mousse, and then it's got like little dried cherries in it. Very rich. Definitely taste that it's Ghirardelli chocolate. And it's got a little tang. But like most most table service restaurants in Walt Disney World, you're better off getting dessert out in the park, getting some kind of snack, whether it be something classic you get anywhere like a Mickey bar, or go to Hollywood Scoops and get an ice cream sundae, or go get something a little more unique out in the parks. But this isn't bad. I just finished my dinner, I guess. It was like a 4:25 reservation at Mama Melrose. That is one thing I recommend if you can. Book your sit-down meals at like in between two meals. That way, like what I did, I had a snack and then I just had one big meal. That way you're not stuffing yourself. And you can kind of save money that way, because then one meal can kind of serve as lunch and dinner, and then you can supplement with snacks and try more stuff. But so that took about an hour and 15 minutes, which really isn't that long for a sit-down meal. But with limited park hours, do you want to do a sit-down meal? Do you want to essentially waste an hour and 15 minutes sitting in a restaurant when you could be? I could have been in line for an attraction during that time. So that's up to you, but just wanted to show how to work a sit-down meal into your day. Overall, I enjoyed Mama Melrose. My food was all very good. Is it the one I'd recommend you to go in this park? Probably not. Nothing against the food, nothing against the service. I had lovely cast members. But this is also the park that's got 50s Primetime Cafe, Sci-Fi Diner. So much fun. Both of those, great theming, over the top, a lot of fun. And the Brown Derby, where you can get a Cobb salad, which is one of my favorite things in Disney. So it was good if you're looking for a sit-down meal. I don't think you'll be disappointed necessarily, but I don't think you'll be dazzled. Let me know what you think about Mama Melrose's in the comments. Apparently, though, it did raid just a scooch while I was in there, so good timing on my part. And now I'm headed to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, because it is posted on the app, 25-minute wait. So if I do this correctly, if that is true, I'll be able to ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway and then see the final Frozen performance of the evening. I also just remembered I like Hollywood and Vine now, which wasn't always the case. It was normally not a top-tier character dining recommendation, but when I went there for the Halloween dining and now they have a Christmas dining, it was a really good experience. So that pushes Mama Melrose even further down on my list of sit-down places I would go if you're in this park. Again, I don't think you're going to be mad, but I just think you're not going to be amazed, and there's better choices. Oh my goodness gracious, I don't believe it. It says 20 now on the marquee. I don't know if I ever thought I'd say we're moving and grooving at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, but we sure as heck are. Part of this is probably, and not probably, definitely because they added plexiglass to the ride vehicles recently, so that increases the capacity of the attraction. The sign has gone back up to 25, but I've only been in line for about 11-12 minutes, and I'm obviously already inside, so wow. As you can see, they're loading every row now. Previously, they just would load one party per train car, so like I would have my own train car every single time.
Can you all hear me? Way back in the back? Welcome aboard, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park.
Hi, folks. Hello there. How you doing?
Hey, Mick and Liam.
Sure to take good care of our friends.
Of course, bear with me. What could possibly go wrong?
They're running wild.
Hey, picnickers. Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway ended up only taking 18 minutes. Yeah, wait till the end of the night to ride that one for sure. I noticed a couple hidden Mickeys in there you can look for. One in the room when you go in, after you go through the gutter with Pete on the jackhammer, there's an ice cream cone on the sign behind him, and it's a Mickey. It's like 3 scoops of ice cream. And then also there's a bunch of them on the Smasher machine. So look for those. And now it's about 5 minutes till the last showing of the Frozen sing-along, so I'm headed to it. Just jumped in line. The cast member was very kind and let me know that they may not have the capacity because, of course, they're going to have to do distancing in the theaters. He said, I may make it, I may not, but it's going to start in just a few minutes, so I'm going to try. A good note, if you do really want to see something like the Frozen show, just one. Thank you. Get here a little earlier. I'm here literally like 5 minutes before it starts. But we'll see. We'll see if there's a spot for me. If not, one, hi. Yes, hi! How are you? Good! Yes, you used to be in Launch Bay, right? I remember you told me good Star Wars jokes. It's good to see you! Thank you! Oh boy, I made it! I love live entertainment. Oh, I'm so excited right now.
I'm Anna! Hi! Oh, and now I'm honored to introduce to you the Arendelle Royal Historian!
Oh my god!
No, okay.
Dark and stormy night.
No, it wasn't!
What?
Wasn't that either? Put baby Simba down. Good kitty.
Yeah, just tell me where I started.
I loved you. It was a beautiful day in the kingdom of Arendelle.
Oh, that story. They came to witness the royal coronation.
Even Elsa was nervous, but she was able to conceal her powers long enough to be sworn in as queen of Arendelle.
Yes, queen.
Yeah.
They partied!
Nice, baby.
Taking a little lunch break.
Yep, let's talk.
Surprise! Happy, merry, holly, jolly season's greetings, everyone! That's me! And I like warm hugs, especially during the holidays.
Happy holidays, everyone.
I think for the first time in forever, a Frozen sing-along show is so cute. I've always enjoyed it. The narrators are hysterical. Like adults, you're gonna laugh out loud. I laughed out loud multiple times. They've done a great job. All the performers stay socially distanced on the stage. And I cried for most of it because I love, oh no, it's happening. I love live entertainment in the Disney parks, in theme parks in general, and it hurts my soul, my heart, that so many of the most talented performers were let go because shows like Festival of the Lion King and Finding Nemo the Musical and Voyage of the Little Mermaid and all these shows aren't happening right now. So to see some performers just really warms my heart. And Josh D'Amaro, who is the chairman of Disney Parks and Exec, said that they're working to get the live entertainment back. And I can't wait for that. I'm gonna stop crying now and go look at the projections on the Tower of Terror. But go see that show. I chose going to see that show over going to ride Slinky Dog because now the park's technically closed. Talking about some of the cast members that were laid off, not only in entertainment, but tons of roles. 28,000 cast members across Disney parks domestically, so Disneyland and Disney World. We've shared posts about how to help them, donate, places you can donate. Please do that if you can. I don't like to get, I'm not a preachy person, but these cast members are amazing. I know a lot of them personally. And if we'll link it in our stories if you want to donate. But yeah, they're the magic, so. Okay, I'm gonna stop crying now. Okay, so they are doing these cool projections on the Tower of Terror. They did them last year, but of course it was accompanied with Snope and some music, and they would do like little shows on the Tower of Terror like every couple minutes. So this is like the toy one, because if you watch it, like the Pixar ball is bouncing right now, and up in the top right corner, oh, there's Slinky Dog goes around. Up in the top right corner, there's a bucket of the toy soldiers. This is like the toy one, because also it says the Hollywood Toy Hotel. Ugh, that's cute. It just changed. Now it's a cute little village, like an old-fashioned Christmas village situation. And you can see the little people walking around on it, and it looks like it's snowing. Can we talk about how empty Sunset Boulevard is right now? And it's only like 10 minutes after the park closed. It's not like the park's been closed for 20 or 30 minutes. So here's my recommendation if you want to look at these cool projections, which you obviously do. It changed again, and this time it's a gingerbread, but a special gingerbread because it's a Muppets gingerbread, which is scientifically the best gingerbread. You've got a Fozzie Bear cookie on the side here, and then Miss Piggy and Kermit up on the top. I love this so much. It changed one more time. This is the final one. It's a different Christmas-esque village. This one's a snowier Christmas village than the last one. The big question at the start of the day was, does the new boarding group procedure for Rise of the Resistance make Hollywood Studios better or worse? And in my opinion, it made it a lot better. There was not a lot of crowding at the beginning of the day in the park. People weren't cramming in here by 10 a.m. to get a boarding group. I could get one from the comfort of my own home in my pajamas, which was excellent. So I think that made it a lot better. I still was able to do pretty much everything I wanted to do in the park. I was able to ride Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, Toy Story Mania, Smuggler's Run, Rise of the Resistance, and Star Tours. Plus I saw the Frozen show, plus I had a snack at Baseline, and I went to a sit-down meal. If I was going to change one thing about the day, I don't think I would do the sit-down meal. For me personally, I would have rather ridden Slinky Dog, which would have taken approximately the same amount of time with what the posted wait time was at that point. But it's totally up to you and your family. I'm just here to show you what the parks are like and how to plan your day. But I had a very good day. Hopefully you got some tips from this for when you come to Hollywood Studios. What questions do you have for us? Definitely let me know in the comments. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram at AllEars.net, and until next time, y'all, I'm Molly, and it's been magical. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. I only want hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too.